That's the feeling we've all had. How new shoes would make you glad, but the best time you recall when you wore no shoes at all. Back the days.
Hey there, and welcome to another edition of Living Lightly. I'm Dan Dorica. Today I'm going to be doing a collaboration with another Dancing Rabbit member who's starting his own YouTube channel about living at DR. I owe a lot to Aaron because he's generously lent me his video equipment so I could get my own YouTube channel going. He's also helped me shoot some of the footage that I've used in the videos I've done so far. Recently, Aaron and I got together to do a couple of videos where we're trying out a relatively new model of solar cooker called the GoSun. We picked one of these up at the recent Mother Earth News Fair last year and wanted to see how it would perform in the coldest weather at a time of year when the sun's energy is at the lowest, around the winter solstice. This isn't intended to be a commercial for this product. We just wanted to try it out and let people know about it because it's another tool that can help us live with less fossil fuel.
Hey.
Hey.
So we went to the Mother Earth News Fair in Iowa not too long ago. A couple months ago, and we met the guys from GoSun stoves, and we got this solar cooker, and we got one, and we wanted to try it out here at Dancing Rabbit Eco Village.
Yeah, so we do a lot of solar cooking here, but we have different models of cooking. I'd never seen one quite like this before. It's kind of interesting. I wanted to try it out. And so we picked one up at the Mother Earth News Fair, and we're going to try it out today. Inside, we thought it's probably like 15 degrees out today. It's been like the coldest weather we've had all winter. Today we're going to try it inside my house where it's already the passive solar heat in here has gotten it up to like 70 degrees. So it's nice inside, and then we'll set it up. I've got all this sunlight here by this big bay window, and we'll see how much better it works.
Let's try it out.
All right. Okay, so let's take this out of the bag here. It comes with a convenient carrying bag, and it's got these legs that just sort of expand, and then you gotta clip them together down here. And, snap that on. Snap this side on. So it's got these legs that hold it up, and then this parabolic reflector concentrates the sun's energy on this evacuated tube here that's painted black so that it collects even more of the sun's energy, absorbs it. And then it's got this little tray. This is the kind of the tricky part of it, is your food has to fit into this little tray here. So it's kind of an interesting shape for heating up food in. But that slides right into the evacuated tube, and then of course that's going to heat up and your food will be inside of it. So sun went behind a cloud temporarily, hopefully, and so we're going to load up this tray with some beans, leftovers. We'll just try to spread it out and keep it from hanging over the sides, because if it hangs over the sides, it's going to hit the sides of the evacuated tube, and then we'll end up with beans on the inside of the evacuated tube, which we don't want. But should be good enough. Help spread it out a little bit. Okay, so now we just need to make sure that this is oriented in the best angle toward the sun. And I think it's pretty good like that. Maybe just a little bit more. This is sealed.
And now what happens?
And now we sit and wait. And it's a total mystery as to how long this is going to take. I mean, we tried it when we were camping out at the fair, and it took maybe like a half an hour or something. I think we went out and walked for like a half an hour and then came back, and we were surprised to find the food was already hot. And we'll just have to see how it works now. I don't know if it's going to be, less intensity if it's inside because of the window. We're going to lose some of that solar power, so we'll see. Okay, so it's been about an hour since we last talked to you, and the food has been heating up with the sun's power, and we're gonna check it out. I actually saw the steam rising from it maybe like a half an hour after we set it up, and then opened it up, and I can actually hear it boiling in there, and you can see bubbling happening. So it's definitely, even with the sun's intensity at this time of year, it's about January 10th. So the sun's intensity is really low. It's pretty close to the winter solstice. And even with that low intensity, this thing has been able to, concentrate the sun's power on this evacuated tube, and it's heated up. I was kind of skeptical at first because after Aaron left, I felt the outside of it, and I was feeling the sun being reflected on that tube did not seem very intense, but obviously the heat has sort of accumulated over the last hour and gotten it up to a cookable temperature. I have this little thermometer probe here, and we can check it out and see what it's at. It seems like it's hotter in the middle, but that's showing about 200, and now it's about 209 degrees or so, 208 degrees.
Wow.
So that's plenty hot enough to heat whatever you want. So I think it works pretty well. So now I guess we'd just pull this out, scoop it out, and have our meal. And probably would have taken less than an hour, maybe like 45 minutes. So I don't know. I've been thinking about other things that you could make with this, like the shape of it's really perfect for like heating up a baguette or something, or maybe a kibasi. Something that's long and narrow would be perfect for it. So, but we just heated up some beans for lunch.
So what do we get, Dan?
It looks pretty good. Got some hot lunch here, and
Whoa. Yeah.
we'll try it out. Yeah, it's too hot to hold really still.
It's really hot.
I'll try it right-handed. I'm normally left-handed. But
Wow.
Oh yeah, it's plenty hot.
Totally. Wow.
So I would say the only problem that I had with this was I was trying to set the angle low enough of the parabolic reflectors, and the whole thing just sort of like tilted on its own. You couldn't tighten it enough, and I kept on trying to set it at that low angle. It seems like it holds up fine, but once you get it to a certain angle that's low, I had to like take a little Allen wrench and stick it in there to create a little lever to block it from tipping over, but it worked fine. So that would maybe be the only criticism that I have of it. Otherwise, pretty amazing little piece of technology. I like it.
Pretty neat, like way to slow cook things too. And it's neat to really know through this test that you could leave something in the window all day on a clear winter day and still end up cooking food and keeping it up to temperature. Really.
Yeah, and it's 15 degrees outside and pretty close to the winter solstice. So that's pretty good for getting your power totally from the sun.
Yeah, saved a lot of fuel cooking with this thing. So I would say the GoSun's pretty neat.
Well, that seemed to work pretty well, and now we have another option for solar cooking at Dancing Rabbit. I'd like to try the GoSun during the intensity of the summer sun and see how much faster it works. I think it'll work a lot faster. And I hope you enjoyed the video, and don't forget to give it a thumbs up and also share it with your friends and subscribe to my channel if you haven't done that already. And if you're a mobile user, there's a little card that appears, a symbol with an eye on it, and if you click on that at the end of the video, that will take you to my website where you can subscribe to get email updates. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Some of the seeds that I got are goji berry, which you've probably heard of that fruit. It's like one of those superfood miracle fruits. And apparently we can grow it here. And then a permaculture plant, which has some edible parts to it. I think the pods and the leaves are edible, is Siberian pea shrub. It's a nitrogen fixer as well. Sea buckthorn, also known as sea berry. And this one I'm familiar with. I've had this before. There was an experimental fruit farm near Madison